Hey there, this is Seth, and in the next few minutes I'm going to show you the way that I finalize my documentation when I am buying properties. And just so you know, there's a couple different ways that I have done this in the past. The way that I'm going to show you right here is using hard copies of all of the documents, and these are all just examples here. But the way that I do things today is I do almost the exact same thing, but I do it paperlessly. So for the purpose of just showing you how I do it initially, I'm going to show you the hard copies. So just to start with, what I do is I buy this legal size manila folder system. It's really just 2 pages on the inside with these little wire things. And on the front I'll put a little mailing address label where I've actually blacked it out on this one. I'll put the name of the seller, so the person that I bought it from, their mailing address. And then also, whoever I talk to during the process, I'd put their name and phone number. Usually it's the same person. And then I'll also put the parcel number of the property itself, and then the address of the property itself, just so when I pull this up, I can just immediately see exactly what I'm looking at. So that's pretty much it. And then when I open the page on the inside, on the left, I will have a copy of the purchase agreement from when I bought the property. Again, this is just kind of a blank template, but ideally this would be totally filled out by everybody. And then behind that, if I had any like due diligence or, like a question and answer sheet with a lot of different information, like a profile report from Agent Pro or something like that, I might print that out and have it here just so I can see a lot of the basic info. A parcel map, something like that, I might put that here. And that's pretty much it. Just the purchase agreement and then any due diligence that I did ahead of time. And then over here on the right side, I've got a copy of the warranty deed. So this is the deed that would be deeded, the seller would have signed this and then got it notarized, and it would be deeding it to me. And again, this is a blank template, but if this was a, official final recorded deed, this would all be filled in, be signed and notarized, and there would probably be some kind of a barcode or some information up here evidencing that the document, in fact, had been recorded. So that's pretty much it. And then behind that, again, I'm in Michigan where they require property transfer affidavits. There's several other states that require similar things. And again, I have another video on this called Supporting Documentation if you want to take a look at that. But this is the property transfer affidavit for Michigan, and this is something that as the buyer, I'm responsible to fill this out and get it sent in to the local, city or township assessor to notify them that I'm the new owner of the property and how much I bought it for. So I would keep a copy of what I had sent them just as a record of that. And then if I had paid any taxes, I would have kept the tax bills. And then, what else? I would have, if I got title insurance, I would have a copy of the title insurance policy. If I did a title search, I would have the title search documents here just so I could reference that if it ever came up. And tax bills again that I paid, and that's pretty much it. So, and then over here on the right, there's this little tab where I would just put, if you can see that, where I would put the seller's name, and that's all there is to it, really. And again, this is the hard copy version. These days, I do all of this stuff paperless, and it follows the exact same logic that this does. And if you look in the zip file of documents that you downloaded when you purchased this mini course, you're going to see a lot of different documents in there, but in the buying section, you're going to see a folder called Buying Documentation. And within that folder, it's basically this exact same thing, where you're going to click it and open it, and you're going to find a few other folders that have different sections like this where you put things into it. And really all you would do is, instead of copying this stuff and having hard copies here, instead you would scan it and make it into a PDF, and then put the PDFs inside of those folders and name them the correct thing, just so that you know what you're looking at. And it can be a little bit more tedious, but I've actually found having things paperless, it's a lot easier to find things. It's a lot faster. You can pull stuff up remotely from your phone if you need to, and if you have it set up correctly. And you don't have to waste money on folders like this and paper, and declutters your life and that kind of thing. I could go on and on, but so I prefer paperless. But by all means, if you want to do the hard copy version, this is how I used to do it, and it worked fine for me. And yeah, that is all. Thanks, and good luck.